Hey everybody! I forgot to hit my intro button. I hit the wrong thing. I'm tired. I'm also sick, guys. I'm sorry. Welcome to another Wednesday night of Oddballs TV. Tonight we have another first person to ever be on a live on the show. I'm a cherry popper. I really think. We got Jarome, or apparently Rome, with No Limit Royals. Is it Jerome or Rome?
Jerome's the name, but most people could just call me Rome or Romy.
Okay, because I just usually call you Jerome.
It works.
So let's introduce yourself to everybody.
Hi, I'm Jarome. Jerome Holland, No Limit Royals, first year breeder, uh, enthusiast, ball pythons, and I will be getting into African house snakes.
Ooh, I didn't know you were getting in an African house snake.
Yeah.
That's awesome. And by day, he's a cook.
I do own my own catering company. When all this was pre-COVID, I was bartending also full time. So.
Oh, wow. Many talents. If I slip on words, guys, I'm really sorry. I'm still sick.
Didn't sleep much, that's for sure.
No, I'm going to bed at like 6:37 in the morning, and I'm waking up at 10. So we're not sleeping much, but I don't have the Rona, so we're good. So let's talk about it. So you're going into your first season. So when did you start getting into the snakes?
I've done snakes. I've had normal ball pythons for the last 10 years, 15 years, just one or so.
Yeah.
Nothing major. I got the bug. Had one or two normals. I think I had two normals at the time. Got the bug, just kind of started looking around on Facebook and the different groups, and I ran into the Fresno group, which is about 40 minutes from my house.
Yeah.
And just happened to, hey, there was a what was it? It was a couple bananas that I was looking at, and a couple of the bright yellow snakes, pastel something. But they just caught my eye. They weren't the normal, and so I was like, oh, what's this? And so it caught my eye that there was a lot more to just that brown and grayish looking snake that I had. And so I went and got the banana, got something else. Then I got a GHI pastel hypo from Jimmy Cruz. And that's what really set me off, where I was like, I'm going to do something more. Sorry about that.
Technical difficulties tonight, guys. We got tons of them.
And so that's what really got me going, more than just, hey, I'm going to have a snake. I started building a little bit of a collection. Didn't decide I was going to breed right then. But as I was looking more and looking into different patterns and different genes and morphs and everything, I was like, I want to make this, or I want to see this. And it just got to be where, why can't I do this? And so I started doing the research and started looking and talking to that whole Fresno group. They're excellent bunch of guys that have been doing it for years. So they met every Tuesday. Little get the gatherings, cook, hang out, talk, everything. So we started going down days and hanging out and getting to know people and getting to know more information and stuff like that. And then I made the jump and said, I'm going to do this. So it about the same time I stopped drinking. So my hours in the bar became my hours in the snake room.
Sorry, you can hear crying in the background. I guess my 2-year-old's not very happy right now.
She's loving life.
Oh my goodness, he's having a hard time going to sleep. Like, the poor kid. has figured out how to climb his baby gates. We have to stack 2 baby gates, one on top of each other in his doorway. He's literally in baby jail. Hold on a second. It just yelled at John to go get him. So, his crying is distracting me. Oh my goodness, this is professional. I am sorry, guys. Usually he's asleep by now. The lockdown's got us all insane up here. Oh my goodness. Dad to the rescue. So yeah, so you just what was it? What was that one snake that made you be like, oh crap, I gotta breed? Like you were saying you've seen a bunch of them, but what was it like that one combo? You're like, I need to do that.
There was a few, but seeing some of the I like the bamboo, and I've seen a few of the different bamboo combos, and I was like, man, those are special. And then also hypo, so ghost hypo, those really caught my eye. And then I was like, I can do a lot with those, so that's where I was like, that's what I'm gonna do. So
yeah. So how quick? When did you start acquiring snakes to breed? Like when did you start?
2019. So 2019, about June-ish of 2019.
Mm-hmm.
And then I started breeding end of that year. So my first clutches were in 2020.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now you're going into second. How many did you breed your first season?
I had 16 clutches.
Holy goals, dude.
Yeah. So I went from never seeing a snake egg in person to having 16 clutches that I hatched out. Lost 2 eggs during incubation in the 16 clutches and had one completely slug out. Thank you, Antoine.
And people say I'm starting strong, and I've only I started big, and I've got 4 right now that are at size. Like I have one that is so close to breeding size, like she's 1180 grams, and guess what she hit? The 1,000-gram wall.
The wall.
But of course, she's my pastel lavender posset pied. You know, nothing big that I have a pied het lab for. You know, nothing stupendous. I'm like, you jerk.
I went from about 27 or 28 breeder females to 70 this year.
Oh my god. That is insane.
So I have 54 pairing currently.
Yeah, I think Billy Rose said it the best. You go from like 1 snake, 2 snake, 3 snake, 20.
Yeah.
Like there is no in between. You go 1.
And that's 2. What it was. I had purchased 2 different collections from people that were getting out of the business, and got in good with some guys. So when they were selling their single or double gene females that they were moved past or didn't or got away from that project, they would call me up first and offer them to me before they put them out. And so I was lucky on that. And so
have you tried the Da Vinci supplement? It helped ours break the wall. I've heard of it from like Billy Mutation Creation. I don't know much about it. I also don't know where to buy it, especially being in Canada. And I can pick up that.
Somebody's doing a video on that. Who is it?
Probably Da Vinci Boa.
Yeah, well, no, somebody else is doing it. I screenshotted it. I'd have to get out and see it, but they're putting it up on YouTube. Their video on using the supplement and how they do it and whatnot. So.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, I'll have to look into it. I'm not stressed yet. She's only been not eating for like 2 weeks. Like someone said, where she's so close, just toss a mail in and it might kick in their feeding response. But of course, me being all first season, I'm like, I'm too nervous.
Just do it.
No. What is she? Oh, Dean. Dean's not happy. He's yelling at Dad. So any big pairings this year? What are the big ones this year, or are they top secret?
I don't know. I don't have anything top secret. Just something off the wall that I wanted to see. I have a big bongo pastel female. I'm putting a mocha arroyo to her just to see what happens.
A mocha royal?
Arroyo? Yeah.
Oh, arroyo. I'm like, I don't know that one.
Yeah.
I don't even know mocha. So this is Kathleen's learning experience tonight. Can I see it?
Which one?
The mocha arroyo?
Yeah.
See, this is just my show, guys, where I just sit here and learn stuff, and I drag you along for the ride, guys.
If he doesn't bite my face off.
Oh.
So see if I can
okay. So what does Arroyo do?
So Arroyo is, let me see. Like I said, he'll bite the crap out of me. The dots in the dorsal.
Okay. Oh, that is interesting.
So he has the dots all down, and then they'll have the floating. They'll have, don't bite me. They'll have the floating heads right there.
That I like that.
So they'll do that. I'm thinking they might have. I got this from Freedom Breeder actually.
Yeah.
They used to do their auctions.
Okay.
And I got him off that dirt sheet, but I'm thinking they might have mislabeled it because I put him to just a normal female, 12 eggs, and they were all Arroyo. So I'm thinking he might be a Rio.
Oh wow! So you'll find out this year.
Yeah, I'll find out this year with this bongo. See if A, what it does with each other, and B, if it proves out that they're all Arroyo again this year.
Oh, I love bongo. I'm kicking myself. I almost bought a female lesser bongo, and I decided no when I bought other things instead. I should have bought it and the other things.
That's the big female bongo.
Oh, I loved a bongo. I'd love to see that in a dreamsicle. Like, I know that sounds odd.
Hey.
But I think the bongo would go so well in a dreamsicle.
So then another one I have, let me grab them real quick.
It's show and tell time, guys. It's show and tell time. Oh, Antoine's in the house. I missed that. I'm tired, guys.
So this guy.
Ooh, that's interesting.
If you'll behave. So this is the sapphire gene, pastel sapphire.
Come look at this one, John. It's pastel sapphire. So look at that patterning.
Oh. So I have him going to several things because it hasn't really been worked too much.
Yeah, I love sapphire.
I mean, I know Hudson Morph does a few things with Trig reptiles.
Chad with Richie's Recessive has a beautiful sapphire too.
So that's one of my things, but he unfortunately has come down with an RI.
Oh, so no.
His pairings have stopped for the moment. He was good, and then he was off for about a week from his shots, and it just got that wheezing back, so I just started taking them back. So
yeah. So what do you do when you have an RI? I'm just interested because everybody goes about it a different way.
I take mine to the vet and let him. He normally swabs them. Costs me about $220 to have them swabbed. They send it in, and then they see what bacteria it is and what it's resistant to, and then he gives the antibiotics according to what's resistant to it. So I would rather do that than the home F10 and a fogger and throw it in the incubator. And so when they normally, I'll put them in an incubator and I'll kick it higher, 91 degrees or so. But I have eggs in there right now, so I can't. So I don't want to fry my eggs. But so he's back in his bin. He seems to be reacting well to them.
Yeah.
It's just stubborn, but I maybe pushed him a little too much because I want to get him paired to the things I have him going to. So now I'm thinking backup plans for him already, since seems like he may not be going this year.
Oh my goodness. That's always the way, when you have all these plans.
If you don't have backup males, you're in trouble.
Yeah, I have males, backup males, and backup males.
I was selling. I had too many males. I did the same thing as everybody. Is like, oh, this male's cheap. Let me get him. Oh, this one's cheap. He's cool. Let me get him. And so I have. I got backups on backups on backups. I've sold to my local people here around some good breeder males just because I needed rack space. So I sold them off for dirt cheap, basically, just to get them out of here, you know. And use them. So
we're a little too male heavy for my liking. This year is the year of the females. Like I told John, there is not a male. There is no hemipenes coming across the door. Like none.
I've actually got a couple more because I got a chance to get. I had 0 clown in my collection, and then now I have 1, 2, 3, 4 or 5 female clowns that are breeder size. So I had to get males to get. So I had to get some more males. I actually am gonna have a chance at Batman's this year.
Nice.
So second year, there's a chance. I have a leopard clown female, and then I have a spot nose het clown coming in. So
yeah, that's nice. We got a male clown. We're actually its 6th owner. We got it at 1,300 grams, 1344 for $150. And then once we bought it, they were like, it's never locked for anybody. I double checked the history. It's never bred for anybody. Won't lock, nothing. That thing locks. That thing escapes to lock. So I was not impressed. John called me downstairs last week and he goes, I got something to show you. And I'm like, what? So he busted out this clown and locks to a female that we'd not planned the pairing for. It's not even my female. It's my daughter's. Get this. It's a single gene pastel. I'm like, I'm not even going to want to hold any of that back. Like, and it's already been, this pastel has been paired to a Mojave asphalt already. So I'm like, oh my God.
That's going to be fun.
Like, do I hold any norms back? I'm like, no, we're just going to hold
one of the. If you had a pastel
female, I might hold it
back.
But I hate pastel and clown.
Yeah, but you can always add more to it later down the road.
Oh yeah, we've got a really nice pastel leopard. Not a pastel leopard. A leopard lesser het clown male growing up right now. So we're trying to upper stuff. I'm like, yep, of course. He did that before he escaped. And we found him locked with a female. Mind you, it was the female we wanted him to go to, the Mr. Crystal. So I was like, yeah, awesome. Great. So this time I'm like, what one? John's like, the pastel. And I'm like, oh no. Like, really, of all the females it could have locked with. Like, had to be my kids. Perfect. Had to be a single gene female, you know what I mean?
Couldn't have just made a triple coat on with a recessive in it, you know?
Yeah, like it couldn't have escaped and went into like, the pastel lavender or something, Oh my god, I'm just like, really? So he's under like strict lock and key right now. None of that. And this thing wouldn't lock for anybody else.
Just one of those weird situations.
Yeah.
I have a bamboo fire spot nose that'll lock with, and you throw a garden hose in and he's locking.
Yeah.
And so I have this single gene leopard female ready to go. Threw him in there, nothing. Threw him in there, nothing. Threw him in there, nothing. I
Yeah.
threw my Cypress in there, Cypress pastel yellow belly in there, and 30 minutes later he's locked to her.
Oh my god. Ours go like as soon as you put that male in that bin, they're like on it. Like it's
Yeah,
crazy. Morphic Exotics, save that pastel for DG. Listen, I would love to own DG. I would really, really love to own DG. If we could all tell Will Morose to stop hoarding the DG and buying it all, that would be great.
I'll be making some DG hopefully this year.
Yeah, I've already yelled at him.
I have a lesser desert ghost male to a pinstripe het desert ghost female.
Jane K's Blazing Snakes has harassed me. I have a free giveaway. When are you going to enter? I actually don't enter giveaways. I don't. And the reason I don't, and this sounds so stupid, the reason I don't is I think if there's other people who could deserve the giveaway more or could use things more than we can. So I never enter giveaways. Maybe I'm weird. But yeah.
I enter giveaways all the time.
I never do. I never do.
I'm a gambler, so raffles, snaffles, whatever you want to call them, sticker giveaways. I'm in those all the time. It's the win. It's not even, I mean, obviously I'm going to take care of the animal if I win it, but it's the thrill of the win itself. So there's been several, I've won them and I turned around and said, just give them away to someone else that was in the raffle or whatever, or do another raffle, especially if it's a charity one and I win it. 9 times out of 10, I'm going to say just re-raffle it back off and add the money to the charity.
Yeah. Yeah. Tyler, I'm not probably weird. I'm eccentric. It's crazy with class. Get it right. Yeah. No. So you like gamble? Is that why you have that logo that you have?
Yes, it is. So it's me and if you ever see I am Punchy 33 on the chats or in the lives or anything, that's his name. His name's Aaron. Me and him are actually partners in this.
Okay.
So we, if you notice on the logo, it's a snake holding a pair of kings, and so the kings are me and him. So it's a play on that. We both like to play cards. We both like to gamble. And then also this whole snake business industry sort of thing is a gamble in itself too. I mean, just because you put 2 snakes together doesn't mean you're going to get eggs. Just because you get eggs, it doesn't mean you're going to get the results you want.
It's an odds game.
So it was kind of, we were going to go all in something and we just couldn't figure out how all in would have played. And then we came up with No Limit and it stuck. So No Limit Royals is how it came about.
That's awesome. I didn't know you had a business partner, so I'm learning stuff tonight. Is that common knowledge, or am I just
not dumb? So much, just because he's kind of backseen, and I've kind of taken the front. I have control of the No Limit Instagram and the Facebook and that sort of thing. So it's been more people seeing my name and not so much my face, but my name around and that sort of thing. So
yeah. It's kind of like John and I. John stays in the back, and he's just happy to play with the animals. Why?
There you go.
Why? I'm the front of it. Because I like to talk to people. That's why I do this. Because it's so much fun to learn things. Like I'm learning things tonight. So if you could have one clutch go this year, only one, which one would it be?
Only one, huh?
Out of your 70.
Right? I mean, I got so many to choose from. Uh, Only one. That's tough. Maybe the Super GHI Hypos
Ooh, that'd be nice.
or my Super GHI. That
Well, I
sounds
mean,
dirty. That sounds dirtier than what it is right there on that comment.
picky. Are
Or
you
my
putting baby in
Super
the corner?
the Super GHI Granites.
Oh, Super GHI Granite. That'd be nice too. I want to see the Super GHI Hypos. That's what I want to see.
We do too.
Yeah. I mean, I can send him the link if he wants to show his face.
If he
He could,
does, he's welcome to.
yeah.
He
Or you
might
can
be
email.
cooking. He might be cooking dinner.
Oh, dinner. I mean, let's talk about that. So you run a catering business.
Yes.
How busy does that keep you?
Right now, I'm not very busy at all. No, but
Well, I mean,
if we're going full bore,
pre-COVID, how busy did that keep you?
I'm there 5 out of 7 days in most weeks,
Wow.
and it's not just 9 to 5. It's normally 3 in the morning to 8 or 9 at night.
Oh,
And
that's
then
rude, though.
pre-COVID, I was doing that, and I would have to leave about. I'd get up at like 3 in the morning, and then I'd leave at 3 in the afternoon, and then go bartend till 10:30 at night, and then come in and do snakes. Me and Aaron would do snakes, and then go get a couple hours sleep, and then go right back to it.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Was
but
that
big
what?
days, event days, like so if we're doing a wedding, it's at 6 o'clock at night, let's say. I'm up at 3, setting up,
No.
packing everything, taking it to the event. We serve, let's say, at 6 o'clock. By the time we break down and get everything and get back, it's midnight.
Oh my god. Actually, I do know how busy catering is. I have a degree in event promotion management, and part of it was planning weddings.
Yeah, oh yeah, planning weddings are fun.
No, no, they're not. No, they are not. No, 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 no. Which is why I don't utilize my degree, and which is
There
why if
you
John and I ever got married, we're just going to go straight to the courthouse and sign the
go.
piece of damn paper and get it
Exactly.
done. Get it done that
Make
way.
it easy that way.
I want a fake ring and I want a nice snake. That's all I want. I'm simple. Why spend $2,000 on a ring when you can buy me a $2,000 female?
I mean, here you go. Here's your quote unquote ring.
Yeah, I mean, buy me a fake one because I want a fake one.
You at least want something there. Just get it
Yeah,
tattooed.
I don't have tattoos yet.
Well, see, that could be your first one: is your wedding ring tattoo and a $2,000 snake.
Wedding ring. That feels like it would hurt on that spot. I don't think that would be a good tattoo.
I mean, you can't. You got to have a little pain. Tattoos are like they're like unicorn kisses. They don't hurt at all.
Oh, if you can't see, I had to take them out when I was pregnant and I didn't put the back in. My face is all pierced up.
Yeah, see, same
Like
thing. Didn't hurt at all.
I enjoy getting piercings.
Then you would love tattoos.
I probably would. It would be an awkward situation. Actually, I want to get a forearm sleeve. Like I don't like up here. I like the forearm sleeves. So I want to get like the kids' birth flowers with like a ball python going through it in black and white.
Nice, nice.
Yeah. Ooh, Philip says he wears a silicone ring.
Yeah, a lot of people do that now
Yeah. Or a lot of people just don't get married.
if they're smart.
Shh, don't say that too loud.
Uh,
Come on, 3 kids later. It's about time.
See, no kids, no weddings here for me.
No. No. We have the 3 kids. 2 are biologically his. The older one's pretty much adopted, and then we have all the snakes and the animals and stuff. So I think it's about time. So what's the big plans for 2021?
Um, as far as
Expanding.
No limit goes, um, Upgrades. Just get racks, couple new powerhouse males that I have in mind, just to go with some other things, and mainly infrastructure upgrades.
Yeah.
As the more holdbacks you have, the more rack space you're going to need, that sort of thing. So before you can start holding everything back, you got to make sure you have room for it, 6 months, a year, 2 years, 3 years down the road. So that's what the money made from the sales of this coming season will go to Freedom Breeder racks. So
yeah, do you DIY your racks, or are you just straight up buy the Freedom Breeders?
Luckily, I have 2 Freedom Breeder racks. I have a 30 counted 70s, FB70s, and it has 440s on top, and then 12 high, so 24 40s on another one. So I got those used, and then Aaron actually won a 10 stack of FB70s, Freedom Breeder rack in a raffle. So
yeah,
that's what we have right now for Freedom Breeder. Other than that, we made our own hatchling racks. They use FB5s. I made some 6-quart racks that I still use, but I'm trying to get out of all that. There's here somewhere right there. There's a little 10 stack of, I don't know what that thing. I think this was like an old sewing kit case thing that somebody put a false wall in the back of, but it works great. That's actually
genius.
Yeah, it works great. It doesn't look the best, but it isn't heavy. It's made out of a PVC material. It holds temp. It holds humidity.
I was actually like at Walmart, and I seen those like little rolling carts with like the little thin drawers. And I'm like, that would work.
If you can figure out the heat, or just put like on the back, just do back. Well,
I do ambient temp. I do ambient.
Oh, you just do all ambient, then you're good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's expensive, but that's what we do this year. We're actually we're building racks, but we're looking at starting to source things like aluminum and build big stuff with that, because John has like welding and things like that in his trade, and build basically our own big racks. And we're actually looking at, instead of a reptile room for the racks, putting them in like a big greenhouse in racks.
Yeah.
Like the grow tents.
That would work.
Yeah, it was Will Morose who's like, why don't you put them in like a grow tent? And I'm like, that's actually kind of genius.
It really is. The heat that they hold in there, the humidity that they're made to hold humidity. And it'd
be a little bit cheaper
on your
power bill,
electric bill. Yes.
Because one thing else I would say to anybody considering ambient temp is, you don't think of the power bill. So we have an energy saving electric fireplace, because the room we're using, like our basement's not heated down there. So as we're like revamping and everything, we bought this $40 power. It's like energy saving electric fireplace for $40 and put it in. Well, it keeps temps 85, 86, 87. Got it on a stat. And what they don't tell you is how expensive it is. Our power bill runs about $750 Canadian.
So that's like $2 million American.
No, that's like $5 American. No, it'd probably be about 500 American.
Yeah.
It's not cheap.
No, not at all. Mine's not too bad. I have them all in one bedroom.
Yeah.
Jammed in here. I have 95% of them in this one bedroom.
Yeah.
So I keep this one room at 85 to 88, somewhere in there. And so it's just this one room I have to worry about. The rest of the house, I don't even use heat during the winter. So Now during the summer, the AC is running in here to keep it at 85 to 88 because it'll get up easily 95 to 98 degrees in here during the summer if I don't use a AC.
So when I say greenhouse, like the grow tent, because they're saying if they escape, they'd be gone forever. Heard of people who keep their snakes, the snakes are lost in sheds and stuff. I mean, like in my basement in a grow tent.
Yes. The little 10 by 12 grow tent.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I have 2 of those in my closet that I put away because I have snakes now, not other things growing in them.
Oh, your tulips?
Yes.
Definitely was tulip. You're growing all your herbs for your
lilies.
food. You're keeping all your herbs for your catering business.
Exactly. That's why people love my barbecue so much.
Yeah. Yeah. Do I have electric heat? So I use an electric fireplace because I bought it for $40. And it's got the like energy efficient logo on it. And I thought I was just trying to set the mood, like an electric fireplace, the lights down low. Yeah.
They're good.
Yeah. Some Tom Jones.
Snakes don't care about any of that,
No. But when it's $40 and there's no heat in that room and it's in a basement, I'm like, mine. So is there any other species you want to expand into? I know you're getting into house snakes.
That's about it. I had leopard geckos, I had crested geckos, both of which I did the same thing as I did with the ball pythons, and it was, oh, look at all these cool different ones. Boom, I'm going to breed them. And by the time I got done catering and got done bartending and got done with the snakes,
yep,
I'd look over and go, shit, now I have geckos and crested geckos, and now I got to deal with them. So
yeah,
actually, my niece turned 21 last year, and I gave her, she wanted my leopard geckos, and I just gave her my whole collection. I said, happy birthday, here you go. And then I sold my crested geckos off as a collection and just got rid of those.
Yeah.
So now I'm good with what I have. There's nothing more where I'm
no new
thinking,
snake species.
No, I always said if I were to either own a house or get a facility, I would get maybe a retic or something. But it wouldn't be to breed. It wouldn't be.
It would just be like to have.
It would just be the one pet that to have. But I have buddies that have them. So if I really have a earning or a itch to be around one, I just go over to their house and see theirs. So. Yeah, definitely no hots. I get bit by my ball pythons. I'm not trying to get by anything bit by anything venomous.
I love hots. I respect hots. I'm too klutzy and dumb to have a hot.
I would be the first. I mean, I would be that guy that you guys would be like, oh, Jarome passed because he got bit by a rattlesnake. His dumbass got one. We told him not to.
Yeah, because if I could, I'd have a leucistic monocled cobra.
Yeah. I mean, why not?
I mean, it's cute. It's adorable. It's got a monocle on the back. Like, we'd name it Mr. Monopoly, and it'd be a grand old time.
You could just get figure out that clown combo that makes that, and then you can have a monocled clown. And then you don't have to worry about getting bit and die.
Yeah. They're I love them. I have such respect for people who work with hots, and keep them and breed them. I am too klutzy. I am too dumb. I am too stunned to ever work with hots. That and they're illegal where I am too. So
yeah, they're illegal here. I know plenty that have them now.
Yeah, we don't mess with illegal snakes where I live. They're a little strict on the snakes here.
Yeah.
We can't even have a retic or a berm or anything that gets bigger than really 8 feet.
That's sad.
It is what it is. People had to be stupid. That's all I can say. Sorry. If you haven't watched, I've talked about it enough on the show that I'm like, yeah, because everybody asks why, and I'm like, because people were stupid. Rules
I
were made to
figured
be
it,
broken.
figured it was the same reason that everyone else is scared of snakes. The one that was sizing up the girl to eat her that while it was laying next to her in bed, the old internet tale.
No, there was two little boys that were killed by an African rock python where
Ah,
I live. Buddy who owned he owned this like education center slash breeding center slash store type deal. He had an African rock python on display. It wasn't properly enclosed, I guess. It escaped, went up the walls into the ceiling, into the apartment that he owned. He was babysitting that evening. His friend's two little boys, you know, you babysit sometimes, and it escaped, and the African rock python like fell on top of them from the ceiling, and they died. So now we can't have them because somebody was an idiot.
just carelessness basically.
Yeah. So yeah, that was a few years ago, and it sucks. But if you can't properly keep them, then you ruin it for everybody. So, Philip, I can own pretty much everyone I want except for big cats, bears, and a few other realistic things. They're really strict here. They're really strict.
That's no fun if you can't have big cats, bears, and realistic things.
How are you supposed to go lions, tigers, and bears? Oh my.
You to go cobras, rattlesnakes, and retics on mine.
Gaboons. I love gaboons. They're cute too.
Monkeys
Now,
would be fine to own.
yeah. So, any genes you're looking to get into that you haven't yet? I mean, that's a dumb question. We're always looking into other genes we can't get into.
I mean, I have tricks, so I don't know. Maybe I should get into Hurricane and Blitz. But um, there's a few puzzle.
Yeah.
I think puzzles one I definitely want to get into, and lace.
Yeah. Both of those. I wasn't a huge puzzle fan until I did a live with it was Will Rose, Adams Morph by Design, um, June with Ballistic Pythons, Chris Ward and myself. It was my Christmas special. And just like June pulling out these puzzle combos and Will talking about it. And then now I'm in Will's Patreon and seeing some of the stuff he's got out back.
Does Will
Like
have a Patreon?
he does.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And it's one tier fit all. It's like $25. It's
Nice.
fantastic. That dude is posting content daily. Like, I love all the Patreons I'm in. I really do. But man, he's on the ball. Like, it's something every day he's posting for content. And it's
Nice.
educational content, like how to run your business, how to start a double recessive project, how to do this. Oh, here's what we got out back. Like,
What a Patreon page should be about, not just here's 2 extra minutes of a clip that other people don't get to see.
yeah. I mean, he does have those, like, here's a clip of what other people don't get to see, but you can see them. Please don't share it.
Yeah.
Type deal. And you're looking and you're like, oh my God. And I'm like, okay, yeah, I need to get into that project like ASAP. Like, yeah. And he's got a Discord too.
Nice. I'll have to look into that one.
Yeah. I promote it because I made the Discord. And I'm proud of it.
I
But
think
yeah,
every I think every 10 people you get to sign up, you get a free month.
I wish. Yeah, John Feely. Oh, I love it. Look at me. Look at Kathleen stepping up game, getting podcast equipment. I've had it for a few lives now, John Feely. You
Let's
said
say
you've been
John must not have been here because you've had
He
that.
said he's been watching, and I've had it for a little
Ooh,
bit. So
ooh.
busted your ass. I'm gonna tell all the people I told you to message to not come on your show now. I love to
So
give him a hard time.
you gotta change up just one little thing to see who notices, and then you can be like, "Well, how long have you been watching this?" Because I've had this here for a month now.
Well, I mean, John Feely, look at this. Woohoo! We got shirts now. I got 2 shirts. Uh-huh. And you told me you watched a certain episode today, John Feely, and I had this equipment that episode. So I love giving him a hard time. John Feely and I actually joke. We go like, okay, who did you book this month? Who did you book? Because we try to avoid having people in the same months now because people get cranky at us.
Ooh,
Not us. People get cranky at me.
not the us, just you.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter if I had them on first. Don't you know?
It's always your fault, though.
Chad's not here.
No,
This is
Chad.
a woman's show. We're all about the EAV over here. Equal rights. No, so no plan of really expansion this year, like maybe house, upgrading
No,
new
nothing.
facility.
Hopefully, COVID goes away magically. Um,
Starting to take up Aaron's space with more snakes.
yeah, no, it's the new incubator's got to come in the house still.
Nice.
I got a big double door commercial refrigerator.
Ooh.
It'll probably hold 80 to 90 clutches in there. So I won't have to worry about overloading my incubator anytime soon.
Speaking of like double door opening, have you heard of Don with Pear Tree Pythons?
No.
He's a Canadian fella. He looks like Santa Claus. I love Don. Go check out his incubator. He turned a closet into an incubator.
Very nice.
Like it's a closet. And I'm like, how? Like, I need to know.
I mean, it's the same concept. You just have to seal it well. Just seal
Yeah.
all the edges and then just run a false wall with heat tape dumping down the back.
John and I have joked we're gonna take like an old freezer and use the like cooler method only on a large scale. The old freeze.
That would work too. The big deep chest freezers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you could build like a tabletop on top of it that you could still open, but then it's like an island.
That would work. Yeah.
Utilizing space in a smart way.
There you go. Yeah, I haven't told the girlfriend, but the new incubator won't fit in the snake room and it won't fit in the other bedroom, so it's going to be in the living room.
Oh, I thought you were going to say your bedroom.
No, well, that would be the only place it would go into a bedroom would be the master, but it's going to be in the living room, so that's going to be a fun one. It's just going to show up there one day out of the garage once I finish it. Just going to be there.
How is she with the whole snake stuff?
She's good. There's sometimes, obviously, when you're busy and I'm catering, I'm bartending, I come home, I do snakes, and then I have 3 hours to sleep, and she doesn't see me for 3 days. It gets tiresome on her, but for the most part, she's good. She handles them. She doesn't have a problem with them. So it's a positive thing, actually. It's not like there's an issue because of them.
Yeah. Who came first, though, the snakes or her?
Snakes.
Snakes.
Yeah.
Okay, so she knew what she was getting into.
Yes.
It's the other way. I always ask that because it's kind of like, from my perspective, like, John got into, I told him no reptiles. I told him absolutely no reptiles. And then he got the reptiles. And then I said, okay, fine, lizards are fine, but no snakes. No, 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 no. Don't want snakes. We're not having snakes. And it wasn't that I was scared of snakes. For some reason, I thought snake care was harder than lizards.
It's completely the other way around.
Yeah. Yeah. I now know this. And like my 21 snakes downstairs is a hell of a lot easier than one of my bearded dragons.
Yeah.
I'm like, so I told him no snakes. And then we get into snakes and I'm like, okay, well, we were at this point acquiring bearded dragons to breed bearded dragons and planning our first season with them. And I'm like, we're not breeding snakes. You can have your one snake. I got it for you for your birth miss. That's it. That's all you're getting. Nothing else. Snake 2 came. Snake 3 was in the process of being bought. And I'm like, okay, we have this, and we have this, and we have this. I could make my favorite ball python morph if I bought an asphalt. And I'm like, we got to start charging these guys rent. Like, if we're going to be getting more snakes, then we may as well invest in it so we can put back into our hobby. And then he messaged Billy and was like, I got this, 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 and this. What do I need to make this? It was super pastel freeways was what I wanted. We had what we thought was a male ivory. We had what we thought was a male super pastel Enchi. And we had, those both turned out female, by the way.
Nice.
And then we had the pastel proven breeder female. So in my head, I'm like, we just need an asphalt, right? I can make the stuff to make pastel freeways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Make it happen.
Yeah, that's not on my radar anymore, but it is, but it isn't. It'll be one of the things I can make in a clutch.
There you go. Yeah, I only have one asphalt. I have an Enchi asphalt. Who will be ready? Asphalt, yeah.
Ash.
The Canadian way.
Actually, okay, so I say this every time people make fun of me, but the reason why we say it different is because asphalt and asphalt, like the actual stuff, is made differently. Thank you. Oh, that's such a good themed coffee mug for tonight. John made me coffee. And the coffee mug?
Nice.
Jarome with No Limit Royals, and his logo has cards on it. It's like you paid attention, but you didn't. You just grabbed a mug. So is your girlfriend getting more into it? Like learning about the morphs and things like that?
No. She just enjoys at this point because she's seen so many snakes come through. She's like, they all look the same.
I still say that honestly.
So she's like, I'm like, hey, look at this new one, and she's like, yeah, it's the same as the last one. I'm like, this one's bright yellow, and the last one was dark, like a blackhead. You know, I'm like, there's no way they look the same. And she's like, no, they look the same. So
yeah, yeah, I find some of them look the same, but I'm also uneducated, so
yeah, it's just not something she's looking to get into and learn or anything. She doesn't mind them. She, like I said, she'll handle them, but it's not something she's trying to
learn about.
Also,
yeah, but in an emergency, she could take care of them.
Oh yeah, definitely.
That's good, because if I died, all the pairings are going at the window. I'm the genetic whiz. Oh, Jane, okay, I'll get isopods from you one day. Yeah, I still have isopods. I do bioactive enclosures for like most of my lizard species.
Nice.
Yeah, did you ever do that? Because I know you said you had crested and Leos. Did you ever do bio?
No. Didn't get that far into it. Thought about it, and then I thought how ridiculous it was that the prices people paid for roly polies.
Want it?
Yeah, I've seen the prices. It's ridiculous. I'm like, they're the little gray bugs that I used to play with out in the yard and flick around and play, and
Yeah.
it's ridiculous.
Well, I mean, some of them, like, I have ones that I think are native to Japan, and they're a different kind of roly-polies. Like, they're not.
Are they the spicy ones?
No. 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 There's only one guy in Thailand who's breeding those right now, and they're not cheap.
No.
But there's one guy in Canada who's buying a culture from him. So, but I have what's called magic potions. And I think, I can't remember. I think they're native to Japan. I could be wrong. If I am wrong, please correct me. But they're an armadillum species, so that means they actually ball up.
Mm-hmm.
But they're hard. They're very hard to breed. I got them last May, and we're now starting to see like actual growth in the colony. So, and they're pricey. They're anywhere from like $120 to $180 for like 10 of them.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. I was talking to my brother.
When you think of it, it took me a year to start seeing any substantial growth. Then you can kind of get that a little bit.
Yeah. So I was talking to my brother, and he was ho-humming about, because of different prices of snakes, and I was explaining it to him and this and that. I'm like, you think that's bad? I go, bro, roly polies, check out the prices on these. So I started pulling some different ones up, and he was like, oh, that's ridiculous. And I showed him the rubber duckies, and he's all, that's ridiculous. And I'm like,
they're $30. So the rubber duckies, in case nobody knows, they're a type of isopods called Cuberis. That's the family they're in, and they're $30 per isopod.
Yeah. I'm like, tell me that's not ridiculous. And he's all, I'm getting into these. How do you breed the? And so now he's researching it all. And so he's probably going to start actually doing that as a hobby.
Do you want to know how I breed them?
Throw them in a tank and go.
No, I throw them in a 40-gallon tote and use them as basically compost mulch, like compost bins. So any odds and ends, and are heavy, like are almost overpopulated bins, the ones that reproduce quickly. We can even throw in a rat that nobody ate or something, or it just died. Like clean it right up. Eggshells, veggie scraps, fruit scraps. We toss them in.
Everything.
Like the things you would just throw in the garbage, right? So, yeah. So basically, whatever we don't eat, the rats will eat. Like, the odds and ends, and whatever the rats don't eat, the isopods eat. Like, it's great.
You have it all the way down to where it's gone. You're solid.
Still want to know how I end up with like bags of garbage day, but
it's the plastic. Nobody can eat the plastic.
Oh yeah, and even in our heavy cultures, like when we're cleaning bins, right? We'll sit there and when we're spot cleaning, just throw the poop right into the bins.
Yeah.
And then I'll sit there like on right now we're using paper towel and flyers and stuff because the humidity is insane right now and where we live because it's winter. But when we use mulch, when we do our like big clean and do a big dump, we just dump that in the bins.
And it works perfect.
It works. Like great. I'm happy with it. So John Feely, it's the kids. I blame kids. That's what garbage is about. Oh my god, and they're still like undoing all the stuff from Christmas. Still. Like I thought I had all the toys opened up and stuff. Apparently I do not.
No. That's lasts till about June, and then they get sick of them about Christmas time again.
I got 2 kids who are just about to have birthdays. Like Scarlett's February 4th, and she's the oldest. And then the baby turns 1 on February 27th, I think.
One of those days.
Okay, so she's the
February
third.
30th.
She's the third baby, and I had to be induced for her, and I had to keep going in and out and in and out to get induced for her because they kept getting like backed up due to like emergency women having to give birth. Like one lady went premature with twins. Like, how rude. I have an appointment to be induced. Like, come on. So I didn't even know. I know it was the last Thursday of February last year I had her. So
we can all check the calendar then and help you out.
Yeah, someone check the calendar. John could tell me. I just don't know where John is right now. So, well, isopods fight other isopods. Are the territorial? Yeah, you can't mix species because they'll. So, if I can do a whole episode some night with bioactive, I think I'm going to try to do a bioactive roundtable. But yes, they will. So they can choke each other out. And then you have different species too within that. So you have different morphs, different species. Yeah, it's insane. So, yeah, isopods are insane. But it's the only way I keep most of my gecko and lizard species because bioactive one is great. Because one, you're kind of doing a little ecosystem and it's fantastic. 2, you don't have to clean poop. You don't have to touch the tank. You let the tank go. It's great. Yes, happy birthday to your daughter, Jamie. I'm behind on the times. Oh, and Jarome just disappeared. Does it help with the odor? I find it. So you're gonna have live plants and stuff in there and everything. So it smells. It's gonna have a smell, but it's like an earthy smell, if that makes sense. Like it smells earthy. It smells like the outdoors. So yeah, you're back.
I had to use the facilities real quick.
Well, you're not like Brian Cusco. Have a piss jar.
No. I'm not that advanced as him.
Yeah. I wish I could pee in a jar. That would be great. Oh. So are you looking to get into any like double or triple recessive products?
I have right now. I have a het VPI het pied female going to a het VPI het pied male. So
Okay, so xanthic pies.
yes.
Nice.
So that's the only double I have going right now. I have some growing up. I have some ghost clowns growing up. So I'll be working in that.
Nice.
I'm going to do some desert ghost clowns. I don't know if I'll get it this year, but next year for sure.
Nice. That one will be nice. I need desert ghost desperately.
So, and then I'm pretty much going to have hypo and everything. I think I have this season, I'm going to have, if they all go, I believe it's 9 or 10 clutches of hypo.
Nice. I want to make a super lace desert ghost hypo and call it the need to wear sunglasses.
Just throw some enhancer in there too, just because it's Canadian.
Well, apparently Desert Ghost and Enhancer do 2 different things. I haven't seen them in person, so I can't really like answer that. I've seen Desert Ghost in person. I haven't seen Enhancer.
I have not
So
seen the answer. I've been told it's just a nicer line of Desert Ghost. Now, if that's true, I don't know. It's what I've been told, what I've seen, what I've read. But I mean, people say lesser and better are the same, and then I talk to other people, and they say butter's this and lesser's this, and so
yeah,
it's all who you talk to. And another one that gets me is paint. So if you go
I
to
haven't looked that one up yet.
so if you go to World of Ball Pythons,
Yep.
I believe they still have paint as a codom with a super, so you can get super paint. If you go to Morph Market, they have it as a recessive where it's a het paint and a paint. So I don't. And
World of Ball Python doesn't even have hypo listed. Like,
yeah. Well, it's a ghost, so it's the same.
but there's people who have ghosts, and they're actually different than what hypo. Like, I'm so confused. Just if it's a hypo, call it a damn hypo.
I call it whatever. I'll change them all to hypo. I don't care. All the ghosts. Yeah. I just leave it as what I got it as. So if I bought it and somebody told me it was a ghost, I leave it as ghost. If they say it was a hypo, I leave it as a hypo. Yeah. So I'm actually going to, I don't know if it's going to happen this season, but for sure by next season, I'm going to actually alter my logo, and it's going to be no limit ghosts. So anybody that gets a ghost baby from me will get special product with it that's just for my ghosts that I produce.
What if I just get a hypo?
Same thing.
Okay. Just making sure.
I'll put hypo really small in the background.
just for me, just cross out the ghost.
I'll make the back of the shirt, it'll say N hypo.
Oh my god. I love hypo so much. I need to up my hypo game. Yeah, because we've got the Mahogany Lesser Het Hypo. I've got the Pistavi Double Het Hypo Clown. I've got the Banana Mahogany Spot Nose HRA. That is 50% Het Hypo, but I swear it's going to prove out. It's just insanely bright for having mahogany in it.
This is one of my favorite little girls.
Ooh, what's in the hair?
So she's a hypo pastel chocolate butter leopard. Pet pie.
Ooh.
She's one of my favorite little girls that I have that I'm going to be growing up.
Yeah. Now, see, so I have the Banana Mahogany, which mahogany is a dark gene, right? Uh-huh. And it usually darkens banana a bit. And Spot Nose, right? And HRA. And then this thing is so bright and it's got paradoxing, like it's insane. And I'm like, it's 50% Het hypo, but I bet your bottom dollar, like, it'll prove out hypo.
Yeah.
It's gonna prove. I know it's gonna prove out. Freaking scientists need. Ooh.
One of my favorite guys. So this one is not hypo.
Mm-hmm.
This one is, I call it the bomb pop. If you remember the old ice creams with the chocolate and the banana, or the chocolate and
I'm Canadian. We may not have had that here.
But it was the yellow and brown and yellow ice cream pops here in the States. But so that's what I call it. It's the super chocolate banana.
Oh, super chocolate banana. And of course, yes. John's gone. He wanted, like, I think it was John was joking he was gonna make like a banana chocolate vanilla and call it like the banana split.
Nice. You need some strawberry in there.
Mahogany? I don't know. Wouldn't that be a Neapolitan?
And wasn't that you I was talking to with when we were talking about the champagne, the super inchy?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna grab him for you.
Oh, the blackhead.
I had the blackhead too.
Yeah. Because whose live was I? What live was that? Where I was
Yeah, it
wondering
was.
if,
I think you had two or a couple people on there, and we were chatting about it. But this is
yeah.
a super inchy champagne.
Okay, see, I like that because my issue with champagne is no pattern. I'm a pattern gal. But here's
And
the thing, though, like I don't want to sit there and buy snakes. I don't like to sit there and try to put stuff into it. You know
put
what I
that,
mean?
yeah, exactly.
But
I actually,
I would buy that and make sure I keep popping it to stuff with MG in it.
so I actually have him for sale, but if he gets a little bit bigger, he's not going anywhere. So
I'd almost want to see like what like a super leopard or not super leopard, a leopard super entry champagne would look like.
something like that. Yeah, I'll just put him in here and we'll find out. Oh,
There's a funny one. Underworld Exotic said, going for super chocolate candy, call it the toothache.
there you go.
That's a new name. I've not met Underworld Exotic. So hello, welcome to the show. I'm very, very professional and I don't give a crap. I work very hard at getting the vibe of it's just friends hanging out and I don't care about anything. So yeah.
I'm
No.
gonna grab
I
that.
love talking to people. It's so much fun.
I'm gonna grab
I
that. I'll be right back.
I just found out today when I was looking at my schedule to talk with John Feely about who we've booked and realized I didn't book anybody for January 30th. Uh-oh. Oops. So now I got to book a roundtable for January 30th. Hmm. J&K was saying Blackhead would be awesome in that combo. Black lace panties. Listen, Marshall, I told you you throw tiger in it, and then you can have tiger print panties. Lace panties. You get hypo and DG in it, and then you're going and super lace, and then you're calling it the commando.
So this is the Blackhead champagne.
Yeah.
Doesn't
And there's
have
like
as much. I've seen other ones with the dorsal has a lot better, a lot brighter pattern, a lot more pattern
there
to
is
it.
no wobble in her.
Oh no. So
So
Blackhead,
yeah, it
Blackhead,
takes
and
the
then
wobble
also
out.
the bongo. I've heard takes the wobble out.
I want well Bongo's such a strong gene. I wonder if it's gonna does it add pattern to champagne?
I don't know. Maybe I have to find that one out. I haven't seen a bongo champagne.
John Feely, you will get your own show when you get your own show. I've been getting bitched at that I have people on too frequently, so you have to wait a while.
He has a 30-day probation period.
So like I try to have people on a roundtable and a solo episode because I think it's fair to highlight people alone as well as putting people in roundtables if they want a solo episode. Some people don't. So sometimes you will see repeats, which is fine because I call this as getting your origin story. This is your origin story. The roundtables is more of like a group effort.
Yeah.
You know, it's the roundtables are the Avengers. The solo episodes are your origin story.
I
Let me
got you.
talk to you in nerd speak. Yeah. So, no. 3 damn roundtables. You were on for one. You came in to a couple for a few minutes.
He
Stop
just
bitching, John.
welcomed
Hey,
himself
John
into something.
Feely, when am I coming on your show?
Hey, John, do you want to join? You can just send John the link so he can feel special tonight. Let him come on. Let him,
Well, actually, I forgot to tell you, Jerome, what I do. When we get to a point of stalling, we take questions. Oh, night, Mary.
Night,
When
Mary.
we get to a point of stalling and running out of questions, instead of taking questions from the audience the normal way, I throw the stream link in, and I make people pop in and come on the screen and ask questions.
Nice.
So, yeah.
a little different, a little odd. I like it.
I like it. I like to. Well, and that's the thing too, because a lot of people are kind of scared to come on the screen or nervous or stuff, and I'm trying to get people out of their shells. And if people are too nervous to ask stuff, then I'll just ask it. But I'm here to offer moral support. Ooh, they want to know, does super blackhead wobble? I don't think blackhead wobbles at all.
The blackhead doesn't wobble. Blackhead takes the wobble out of things like the champagne and the spider. Yeah. So it
would mix smell. Oh my god, it would mix well with spot nose then.
Yeah, I bet if you could probably make blackhead power balls, and the wobble would probably not be. I wouldn't say it would take it away because I've seen some pretty bad power balls that look like
our little spot nose has a slight little bit. It's getting better with age, but like I don't know what was wrong with him. Like he'd sit there and you'd hold the rat in front of him and he'd be striking and miss it. Like he had no clue. And then you would sit there and at least put like the snout of the fuzzy in his mouth and he would just grab it and wrap around it.
Wrap like normal.
Great. Yeah, great. And then he would go to right himself for whatever reason to eat it and forget about it. So this thing is it hatched out in the summer. It's such a crappy eater. It is so tiny still. Like it's it hasn't even broke 200 grams. Like it's so small. But he's now eating on his own.
Well, that's good. I still have 6. I have to assist feed. They won't take meals. I have to give them to them.
We couldn't assist feed him. We had to force feed. Put it down and massage it down.
So that's how these are. They don't even. One's getting better. I get it in its mouth. It'll start eating it.
No, not him.
The other 5, I'm still all the way down. Have to hold them, make sure that they keep it down. Yeah. But those are all the same thing, hatched this summer, and they're still like that. Then I saw Brian's putting the used rat shavings in the incubator. Yeah. So I started that with my last clutch.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if it was just by chance or whatever, but all 12 of them ate like champs. So that's my new thing is I'm making sure I have used rat savings in my incubator.
Oh, he dropped his phone before you leave because he's leaving. No, super blackhead does not wobble.
Yeah. Yeah, no wobble in the blackhead.
But John Feely apparently wobbles. Yeah, I would agree with that.
Well, it depends on how much alcohol he's consumed.
Oh, he does it with no alcohol.
Oh, that's right. He doesn't, huh?
Yeah.
That's right. I remember that now. There's a few
of us. It's the beard. Like it's uneven. So
you get too much tilt one direction.
I mean, I wobble a little bit because the rock in my head hits different sides.
I understand that.
No, I'm hoping to get into blackhead. You seem to have a bit of blackhead.
I have just one straight blackhead male. I'm not saying he's not straight, but he's only a single gene blackhead male. I have this guy, and then
that took me a second.
And then I just today got from Tony Thomas a blackhead Mystic Inchi mail in.
I seen that.
So I was excited. That was one of those. Somebody had asked me if I had purchased a snake from any of the big name guys, quote unquote. And I told them that my first one I wanted to get was a blackhead from Tony Thomas. So
super blackhead, is it the same as super cinnamon or super black pastel when it comes to kinks or anything like that? I don't think so.
Not that I've heard, not that I've seen. But I also haven't worked with it in a super form.
You are actually J&K, who'll be a really good one? I should get him on. I'm gonna message him tomorrow. A good one to ask that about would be Tony with Hardwire Exotics,
Yeah.
because that man,
Tony works blackhead into everything.
yeah, I'm gonna uh message him. I need to get him on because I love Blackhead so much.
Who else
I'm pretty
does?
sure he doesn't know I exist, but that's fine because I can
Hey,
tell
it's worth a
Shane.
shot just to go. Hey, you want to come be on my show?
That's what I do now.
Just tell him you had me on there, and he'll be like, "Oh, great, I can definitely be on there."
I'll sick Shane after him. That's what I'll do.
I'm gonna have to do
Oh,
that tour out there, like Shane did, and go hang out. I want to get my logo, the No Limit logo, tattooed by Matt.
yeah. Oh, yeah. That would be wicked.
So that'd
It
be
took me
quite.
a second. It took me a second, and I'm like, wait, O'Malley's.
Yes, yes. So I
I
picked up
need.
a few snakes from him this year.
Oh, what
When he
did you
was,
pick up?
I got the Cypress Pastel Yellow Belly. I got a female and a male Spark at VPI. So
Okay.
as soon as they're ready, I'm gonna make Super Spark VPIs. Just try
Mm-hmm.
it, see what happens, see what they look like. I've
Yep.
never seen one, so I don't know. And then I got nannies, male and female nanny from them.
Okay.
So
I'm like, what? Sometimes I have to Google things, and I'm Googling. Okay, that's interesting. So my thing of where we're at is I don't know all the morphs. I'm still learning.
this is my
Oh,
Cypress I got from him.
yeah. Okay, that's pretty.
So I can pretty much put Cypress in everything, and I think I'd be happy.
Yeah. I like it in puzzle. That's Cypress and puzzle is neat.
Yeah. And I like GHI, so I try to do GHI a lot of things too.
Yeah. Oh, you dropped your phone again? Okay, so there's no issues with Super Blackhead that we are aware of.
No.
But seriously, go follow Tony at Hardwire Exotics because he works pretty much like everything he has is freaking Blackhead in it, I swear.
And get one of those pop sockets for your phone so you can hold it better.
Yeah. No. He's Canadian. We don't do that up here. We're just shoving it against like a
You
2-4
just put
and
a little water on your phone in your hand, and then it freezes and sticks together, and you're fine.
I never even thought of that.
I went to
Oh
school
man.
in Iowa, northwest Iowa, and my first day there was like -50 with the wind chill. It was ridiculous.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, I walked, and so the airport, you didn't have that normal jetway like where you walked off the plane. You had to walk down the stairs and walk across the
Bye, John Feely. Tell her I said hello.
by John. You had to walk across the tarmac, and go inside. And I walked in, and I went up to the one ticket booth that was in the place, and I said,
Yeah.
"Hi, is there a flight out of here tonight?" And the lady said, "Well, where would you like to fly to?" I said, "Anywhere. Is there a
Anywhere.
flight out? Like, I'll find a way home." And she said, "No, this is the last flight in or out tonight." And I said, "Well, shit, I guess I'm staying." And she just looked at me like I was crazy. But I was gonna go home that night. I wasn't just gonna stay in Iowa. That was ridiculous.
Yeah, it's cold where we live. So even like where we live in our province, like it's drastic. Like the weather changes. So we're up the top of the province now, which means a lot of snow. And we moved here and like we had snow before Halloween. And I'm like, oh my God, it's so cold. And like you'll sit there and like the landlord will pop by or one of his employees because they have a garage that they use to store tile inventory in. And they'll be like, oh, it's such a nice winter this year, so warm. Meanwhile, I'm out there going like, like we moved. So we moved on. It technically was October 1st because it was like midnight. And like a week later, like I hadn't even finished unpacking yet. And I couldn't find all our winter gear and we needed it like ASAP. And I'm like, I can't find anything. Like, let's go to Walmart and buy winter gear because it's going to take me forever to get through these boxes. And like, I got to send kids to school. Like, she needs winter stuff. Like, it is so cold up here, and everyone's like, "Oh, such a nice winter we're having," and I'm like,
Yeah.
"What are
I
you talking
my
about?"
So my first 3 days in Iowa, I shipped all my stuff out, UPS or whatever before. I was for college. So
Yeah.
I shipped it all out before I got out there. One of my best friends from here was playing football out there, and I was going to join them and
Oh,
play football out there. And so the same apartment, same address, everything. Told him to look for it. He goes, no, nothing came. So it was back before internet was on every phone and everything. So call them. No, we left the package. All right. Do you know where? No, we just know we left it. Okay, great. So for 3 days, I had no blankets, no nothing like that. And then finally, and it had snowed. So I had asked my roommate, and I go, hey, I go, what's over here in this thing? And he goes, oh, that's the garage. And I'm like, okay.
yeah,
He goes, nobody uses it. And I was like, oh, let's go. So I go and I open it, and there's my 3 boxes with my blankets and my jackets and whatever. And when I say jackets, I mean one because it was a jacket because I don't
yeah,
wear jackets out here because it gets 30 degrees is the coldest really about out here.
yeah.
But it was 3 days of just nothing. I had to lay by the heater, and that was my only heat.
So watch this. Okay, so J&K Blazing Snakes. So I live in New Brunswick. I said that's unbelievable. My brother and sister-in-law live in, I will remember, by a river, starts with an M and it's south. It's called Moncton. Because there's one Moncton down by a river. Well, it's kind of a river. That's southern New Brunswick-ish. It's like southwest, and then there's one that's, or no, southeast, and then there's one that's kind of like central, but on the eastern side, and that's Miramichi. They live in New Brunswick, south of you. So I'm in the panhandle of New Brunswick. So I'm way up there. Like no, it's not Moncton, so it's either Moncton or Miramichi. It's the bay.
She lives
So
by the
that's
North Pole.
Miramichi. Then that's not, because I'm from southern New Brunswick. So Miramichi. So Miramichi is not south at all. It's like up and over to the east. It's kind of like more central. It's kind of like borderline, like central and like the north, but it's way over on the east coast of New Brunswick. I'm over, there's a part that juts out and we call it the panhandle. So I'm over there and literally like the panhandle's so tiny, like it's one town. One side of town is the Maine border, the other side of town is the Quebec border. And Jerome's like, I know where none of this is. Do you even
It's
know
up
where
by the
Maine
North
is?
Pole.
No, not even.
Yeah, you're up there with Santa and the reindeer and the polar bears and
No,
the
that's like
penguins.
that's like Nunavut and Yukon in the Northwest Territories. Are you laughing at Nunavut?
No, I'm laughing at my judgment of Canada.
Oh, okay. I swear to God, one of these episodes, because you guys give me such a hard time with geography in the Cusco server, I'm going to bring out a map and I'm going to teach all you Americans where all our provinces are. And you guys think your provinces are big? Well, I mean, I'm
What's
in
a
a small
province?
one.
What's a
Or
province?
your states.
Yeah, we have states.
Yeah. So you guys think all your states are big? If you look at like Ontario,
That's
it's
just one big
huge.
city.
No. Oh my goodness. All right, we're getting to that portion of the evening where I'm going to do something fun. You can't pick on me. I mean, most of the people who pick on me have already left. So, if you have a question for Mr. Jarome, and that's how you would say your name in French, by the way, is Jarome. There's the stream link. Pop on in, say hi, ask a question, chit chat. I think this is fun. I do live in a very French community, and
Do you
I'm
speak
fluently
French
bilingual.
fluently?
Oui, je parle français.
Yep, right back at you.
Yeah. With an Acadian accent, huh? I thought you were going to bed.
Yeah, well, I have a question.
Okay. You sound so mad.
Hold on.
Like,
Hopefully
no,
it's not
but-
how he goes to bed.
What's your question, Philip?
Sorry, I had to pause all of that. Are you going to have any clown hypos?
This season, no.
Well,
I
dang.
need-
Next
Oh,
season, yeah.
I've got girls that are growing up, and they'll be ready next season. So
Yeah.
I'm on the hunt. But here's the thing.
I can make it happen. The
Yeah.
males will be ready by next year.
See, I have 2 het clown girls. One of them's het hypo. You cannot tell the difference in the 2 of them. So they're both going to a hypo clown male. So
I don't blame you, man.
Huh.
Yeah,
So-
no, I don't have it. They would it'd be double heads. But I could definitely, because like that sapphire, excuse me. If that sapphire doesn't go, I'm gonna have a clown female open, because I was gonna do sapphire head clowns this season. But I would easily put a hypo to her, and that would just strengthen my hypo game.
right.
So if anybody in the States will have a male hypo clown available this year, please message Philip at PD's Reptiles on Instagram. I got you, dude.
Sweet.
I if you were in Canada, I'd just lend you my Pastavi double head hypo clown. I don't need them right now. What?
So just drive across and pick it up, or just drive to Maine. She'll throw it across the border. You can grab it and just go.
Well, the border is a river, so
Hey,
I
I'm
have
a
to
strong
drone
swimmer.
it.
I'm a strong
You have
swimmer.
a remote control boat?
I thought a drone. No,
Perfect.
Chris Sexton will borrow one of his helicopters.
Yeah, he'll meet you there. He'll fly it across for you. You're good. No,
Yeah, because I
no
can't fly a drone to save my life.
Oh my god.
My wife
He's not
actually-
even watching.
My
That's
wife
the thing.
actually climbed like 3 stories into a tree just to get my drone down. I said, screw it, leave it. But she wanted to climb up there with a bag with hair dye in.
Why didn't she leave the bag on the ground?
She had her head wrapped for hair dye.
Her hair was dyeing her hair.
Oh.
Well, that's the way to pass the time instead of just waiting. He's like, I might as well climb a tree.
Climbing 3 stories to get a drone is exactly the right amount of wait time for that dye to take.
Now we know exactly how much time it takes.
I have to do mine. Mine's all faded. The blonde's peeking out if you can see.
Do you have a tree 3 stories high you could
Just come
climb?
here.
No.
Just
Well,
come
I
here.
mean, there probably is around here somewhere. There's a lot of trees. I live in the mountains, so yeah, with the mooses. No, but I wish you were, because I would lend you my Pastavi double head hypo clown, no problem. Because I have nothing for, like, I mean, I'm just basically using him for single hets right now until I have the right female for him. I couldn't pass him up. I got him for $100.
Right.
Would you pass up a
I'm looking
Pastavi
for
double
a
head?
visual. I'm just looking for a visual.
Well, I mean, a double head's better than nothing.
It's true.
Yeah, if I closer. Where's it? Oh my god, I'm dying. I can't even think. No, I got them for $100, so I couldn't say no. The note's like, "Hey, Elliot, how's Zach's live going?" I didn't pop in. I hate that he has the same time as me because I can't go harass him. How did Zach's live go? How's he doing? Did anybody check on him? Everybody's coming over from Zach's live. I want
2.5 starting.
His live is over.
Yeah. How did his live go? I want to go watch it later, but I'm worried about him, Mr. Zach. I worry about him. He's like everybody's little brother, only older than me. Yeah. No, I don't make any sense. I don't make any sense. Anything else you have questions about? Can you get Savannah to show me a sneak peek of my mug?
What?
Savannah.
She said no.
Savannah.
She said
Savannah's,
no.
why?
She said it's a huge surprise. I'm looking at it right now. It looks pretty dope.
Oh, do you have one from Savannah too?
No.
This one's from Nikki from Mutation Station.
Oh, Savannah's making me mine.
You're gonna
I have to mail stickers down.
Just do like a quick glimpse of it. Just flash it back.
She won't even let me. She won't even let me. Like, I'm trying.
It's not even going.
Now she's taking it upstairs.
I was gonna say now it's gone. Now it's locked away.
No.
I can show you some other ones.
But that's not mine. But I mean, yes, show some of Savannah stuff because it's really cool. But I mean, it's not mine.
I'm gonna put my snake away.
Yeah, I seen that one. That was pretty. I like that one.
This is my nephew's.
Cute.
Then here's mine. I designed this one.
That I like that one too. But,
And then this is one that she's been working on.
nifty. What is her Instagram handle again?
It's Doodle Design 09.
Doodle Design 09 for all your Tumblr needs, ladies and gentlemen. And also, let's start a hashtag, show Kathleen her Tumblr.
Oh, here's another one.
Oh, cute.
I just have a whole bunch of them around, you know.
Yeah, just like ready to go.
Here's another one.
Oh, that one's cute. I like that one too. That'd be similar to mine because it's similar colors, right?
Here's another one. The kids decided to put a bunch of Fortnite stickers on theirs.
Why not?
Pretty much. Oh, but because you stepped away, here's mine.
Very nice.
I like that one. I like them all. I have to order in shirts so I can swap shirts. I have to have money to order in shirts so I can swap shirts. I'm also wondering though, what dude is seriously gonna wear a big boobed mermaid on their chest?
Most.
Philip's like, that's because you're like my brother,
shirt.
dude.
I wear everybody's shirts.
Yeah. Jerome, would you wear a big boob?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
You just gotta ship a double X my way. I'll send you one of mine.
I have to actually look into it because I got a message, an email from the company I use. So they're opening so get this. So right now, all their stuff is in the States, right? All their distributors and stuff. distribution centers. So now they're opening a distribution center in Canada. Cool, great, means we'll get it faster, right? So for some reason, our prices are going up.
Well, they have to import the product from America over to Canada.
No. Well, no, because they're going to have it there and they can print them. So how is it?
All the
that
shirts
they're-
come from China anyway, so it's okay.
Yeah, but how is it that they're now going to have a center in Canada, but it's upping the price of Canada now? And it's like $2 per shirt it's going up.
How many printing companies are run in Canada? Do they have a market there where they can up the price because there's a need?
Well, they do it themselves, right?
Yeah.
It's Printful. So I'm like, well, goddamn, like. I'm like, but this doesn't make sense. So you're making it more convenient for me to get shirts printed and they'll come fast. But you're going to up the price because now you have a distribution center in my country. So let's up the price. You think it'd be the other way around. It dropped price because now they have Canadian stock. I'm like,
they have to pay for that new center, so they have to up the price to cover the cost of the new center.
I'm like, gosh darn it. I'm not going to be able, like, it's pretty much like $20 a shirt to print them now. Yeah. I'm like, $20 Canadian. So I'm like, I mean, yeah, I don't know how this is going to go, but so, because initially, like, it was going to be like 16 something, but now it's coming up to like 2006, like it was like 1680. So, yeah, but I can either go down shirt quality, which I don't want to because these are super soft. So, yeah. Oh, we have a question from Mindy. She wants to know, Jarome, how is your HWE snake setting in? Your hardwire exotics.
I'm going to assume fine. I normally get them in, make sure they're healthy, which wouldn't have an issue from Tony, I'm sure. I let them hang out in the cocoa block shaker that I have. I let them hang out for a little bit, kind of get the temp up.
Yeah.
And then I put them in a tub. And then anytime I get new snakes, I put them in the tub, let them sit and relax for a few days, and then I'll go back. And then I check on them. Just, I don't want to stress them any more than what the shipping already did. So I just put them in, make sure they have fresh water, leave them be. I don't even try to feed for minimum a week to 10 days before I even try to feed. I just want them to let them realize that this is their home and this is where they need to be, and then I'll go in and I'll double check and do that kind of stuff. So
yeah, I was gonna say we did the same. We get them in, I like hold them as I'm unpacking them and look them over, and then put them in their bin and basically ignore them for a week.
Yeah. My Jimmy Cruz from Ball Life, he had taught me that he checks the mouth, looks, make sure the gums aren't swollen, there's no infection or anything. He'll open it and then he runs his hand down the snake real quick, and then looks at his hand and looks for any mites.
Right.
And then he puts them in the tub, and then same kind of thing. He lets them just relax and let them de-stress on their own a little bit before you mess with them and get them out for pictures and all that kind of stuff. So
yeah. See, I did that. I had a snake come in with mites, and I even did that, and for some reason I got no mites on my hand. I don't know if it was just like because they got knocked off in transport or whatnot.
That, or they were just smaller and you didn't see them at the time.
Yeah. So I learned a lesson the hard way that mites can travel up to 150 feet. I thought having them in another room was fine. 3 days later, and I can say my best ever advice, even as a newbie, if you have a collection, have a snake that's white. Get a snake that's white, because you're going to see mites like that.
Instantly, yeah.
Instantly. 3 days later, I was just down in my main snake room, right? You know, just feeding or watering or whatnot. And I pull my ivory out and she is like covered.
Oh,
And I was like, God damn it. So then I'm like, it's fine because we used to rescue and we've had lizard mites before, which are completely different from snake mites. But you still treat them the same. So it was like, oh yeah, but the thing they don't tell you is like lizard mites, you can wipe them out like that. It takes forever. It takes forever. You think you've got it under control.
and then you
And
blink
then you
and they're
find
back.
like one. You find like one.
That
It
means you
took
have a
like
blink.
3 months to get rid of them.
Snakes or snake mites are like cockroaches. If you see one, that means you have thousands.
My banana, Victor, my banana is my go-to for mite inspection. See, that would drive me nuts because
There's no
bananas
way
are
because of
freckled.
all the freckles on it.
Yeah.
I grab my bananas out and I think I'm like, shit, is that mites? And I scratch it. I'm like, oh nope, that's a freckle.
So I have this banana mahogany, like the banana mahogany spot nose atriary that's a baby. We don't know if it's going to get freckles or not. And then it'll have a spot, and I'm like, oh my god, is that a mite? No, okay, it's a piece of dirt. Oh, is that a freckle or is that a mite? I don't know. Like, what is this? And it's 9 times out of 10, like a little piece of like dirt or something. I'm like, have you dealt with mites, Philip? Did it take you
I hate
forever
it.
to get? Did you take you forever to get rid of them?
About a month and a half.
It took me about 3 months to like make sure everything was gone.
Well, you see, the last time we got them, I guess we didn't get rid of all the cocoa block, and there was still some in there, so they were building in there and decided to finally go back to cocoa blocks from being on paper towels for a while, and
Ooh.
I had them paired and then opened up a tub with the super coral glow, and I said, oh, you don't have freckles. Yeah.
Oh.
So
Oh
I
my
just got
god.
them back on cocoa blocks again about 2 weeks ago.
I don't have any of mine on cocoa right now, but that's because like between the turtle tank and our winter humidity up where we live, like it's damp enough in the basement. So I'm like, thank freaking God, because I'm so paranoid. Like Nyx and Dawn was a girl's best friend.
Yes.
I've got
Yeah,
a couple
because
other tricks that are cheaper than Nyx that go a lot further.
yeah.
I also,
I
with
found the
everything,
Nyx goes really far though. Like you don't need a lot of it.
well, what I order is I get it on Amazon and I literally just mix it into a 32-ounce spray bottle.
Yeah.
And spray it on a paper towel, wipe it off.
That's
Yeah,
It's similar to ivermectin. I've gone the ivermectin route, but to pick up straight ivermectin, you're spending $30-$40 on a vial that's literally this big.
Yeah.
So
someone was saying that a certain can of like Rid, the lice stuff, is the same thing as Preventamite.
it is. It is.
So this
That's
is what
exactly what I have.
Yeah. That's what I was saying is that's what I use.
That's what I have
Okay.
now. I also
Pour
use
that into a spray bottle and go.
I use a lot of chlorhexidine too for cleaning.
Yes.
Okay.
So regular cleaning, a lot of chlorhexidine.
Okay.
I clean the tubs out once or twice a week with chlorhexidine. Do all my inspections, and I'm done with mites. I hate them. I can't stand them. I freaked out the first time I got them, and it's like whenever you get a tick, like you freak out and you search your entire body like 6 times.
Yeah. Well, I don't panic. I'm just like, mother effer. Like,
It makes my skin crawl. We'll put it at that.
yeah. Oh man, they were so much fun. But I found like doing a dawn bath before I treated
It helps loosen them up.
so much.
It helps loosen them up so you can easily wipe them away.
Yeah, and then
It's-
like I would
It's
sit
fun
there
with
and like
250 snakes.
yeah, and like I would sit there and gently like spray the NYX water solution on them and kind of like pat it into them, kind of.
See, I'm still under
Okay.
30, so it's not a big collection, but it's still time consuming.
Yes.
Oh yeah, like we had 20 something snakes and it took us to do the first round of treatment like 3 nights. And when I'm talking like 3 nights, it wasn't like we go down there for an hour or two. We go from the kids were in bed at like 9 o'clock until like 2 or 3 in the morning.
Oh yeah.
Like doing it all. Like it was he's holding the snake and then I'm sitting there like cleaning the bin and then we're treating and then while that bin dries out, right? We're grabbing like we would rotate bins. So we didn't have like that. We had like 2 spare bins.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. So much fun.
I
And
always
then and then we'd strip down in the basement and put our like clothes in Sophie's bags, like the grocery bags, plastic grocery bags to bring them upstairs. Because I had snakes in quarantine at this point. Throw them in the wash really carefully, and then we're jumping in the shower and washed everything. I was paranoid. I was like, get in the damn shower.
see. I went to the pet shop this weekend to get all the turtle stuff, and I was sitting there looking at some of the snakes, and I'm just like,
Yeah.
looks like that thing has mites.
Ooh.
Which I think that's the pet shop that I got mites from the first time too.
Ew. I'd be ordering stuff in.
See, I
At that
think
point.
that's where I got mine. My normal rat supplier wasn't available, so you ended up using the pet store, and I think they were on those rats, and then I got them from there.
Yeah. Like, I'm so paranoid about them now. So paranoid.
I still want to try what's that one that you can use the disposable coffee filters, the little pods, and you can cut the top portion where it puncture through and stick. What is it? It's the
hot shot test kit.
Yeah. Stick that inside and it will
I want to try the Taurus mice.
well, the mites are attracted to it, so they go in and eat it and die.
See, it's like this stuff right here.
Mm-hmm.
So I went to the little 99-cent store, Dollar Tree,
Yeah.
and they do 10 or 12 of these in a pack for $1. And then I just cut the little pieces. I put holes in them, and then I just keep them around because it'll kill spiders, roaches, mites.
So
everything.
what's on the inside of that?
It's called a no pest pet strip or something
And it
like
doesn't
that.
bother the snake?
No,
Well,
if
as long as-
in large quantities it will.
As long as you don't have it outside of the container, it'll be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little tiny. Huh.
Yeah.
I want to get Taurus mites, actually.
Yeah, we can't get those here, so
I
that
can't
would
get
be
them
awesome.
either.
You guys can't get them?
I don't know
No,
what you're talking
because I
about.
would.
They have them in the UK.
Yeah, so it's a
Yeah.
I don't know if you heard of it, Philip. It's a mite
Yeah.
that eats the mites.
It's a predator mite that kills other mites, and the snake mites small enough for this one to take over and kill. So you just naturally kill them.
Now, what
And they don't
about,
bother the snake.
Now, what
No.
about the larva? The eggs?
It'll they'll stay around, they'll stay alive because they hatch their own eggs,
Mm.
the Taurus mites. So when they hatch, and then the snake mite eggs hatch.
They'll usually demite your snake before that
Yeah.
even happens, and then they just die without
Yeah.
any
And
food.
And then when
wants
they
to
have
go-
no food, they die off.
Who
Mhm.
wants to go through with importing them into the U.S.? Because I'm down for that.
I had
I
thought
would
about it
sit
already.
there
The
and,
first
like,
time.
I would sit there and put them in like a salt shaker, and like as everything came in, like
But
I
then
just
I'm like, what how do you breed them to keep them going? Because if you import them once, you'd have to keep breeding them to have them in case you did get mites.
Bioactive tote.
You're already set up for this.
I'm good because you normally get like soil mites.
Yeah.
Right? And bioactive enclosures. Yeah.
Or the wood mites or anything like that.
Or the springtails.
Yeah.
See, I can get rid of all that stuff. I used to be a exterminator.
I don't want to get rid of springtails. I like.
So see, you're good already.
I've got chemicals to wipe just about everything out, but I don't want to do that.
You don't want to take the animal with it.
No.
It was so funny though when we got them because it was a snake that arrived like right after we moved. The breeder was holding it for me until we moved. And it came like 3 days after we moved. And then, mites and I'm like, I only got so much like Nick solution because I treat everything as it comes in and now I gotta treat everything. So I send John to Walmart, to the pharmacy. Well, they carry Nick's like over the counter. You have to ask a pharmacist for it. And the pharmacist is like, well, why do you need it? Right? Like, because you have to tell them why you need it, right? To get it. And he was just like, okay. And by the way, it's like a French pharmacist and John speaks no French. And he's like explaining to them, my snake has mites. We breed snakes. This is why we need it. And they looked at him and blinked. And then it took him like the second time around they got it and they're like, wait, you got snakes? That's so cool. And he's like, yeah, can I get the Nicks, please?
Can I get the Nicks and go, please? Thank you.
Yeah, I can go to the shelf and just grab it,
Have I ever gotten wood mites from Aspen? I've gotten wood mites a bunch of times from stuff. Another bioactive question. So I go and forage my own wood in the wilds. I'm poor. So yes, I have gotten wood mites from stuff, and usually my isopods just eat it out, but it's not harmful. It's just another thing. But usually if it's going into a bioactive enclosure, I will treat it. And by treating it, I just put it in a bucket of boiling hot water. But if it's just going in an isopod bin, I rinse it off, just throw it in.
Isopods will eat pretty much anything on it.
Yeah. I mean, I have isopod bins upon bins upon bins, and I don't even use all of them for enclosures because I'm like, I only use certain kinds for enclosures. I don't even know why I have half of the ones I have. Wait, they're pretty. Like.
So are all the extra males you have.
How many isopods?
No, I said, so are the extra male ball pythons you have. They're pretty. That's why you have them.
No, I have them because over there. So his thought process is like, if I want a gene, I want to make lots of it, I'm going to get a male. But then, like, you don't think I need a female to breed?
Lots of normals.
Yeah, well, I have to buy females. Like, meanwhile, I'm like, and then we have his collection, her collection, and then ours. So if it's a gene we both want to use, like Pied, we'll buy a male. So that way we're not fighting over it. Right? So he gets 2 pairings out of it a year, like at a time. And I get 2 pairings out of it at a time. If he only needs 1, then I can steal it. You know what I mean? Like we share it. But then it's like someone keeps buying male. Don't breed reptiles with your significant other. That's my advice.
I bought 2 snakes last year.
I bought 20 something.
I can't even tell you how many I bought last year.
Well, you went from like 15 pairings to like 70. I can damn well tell you how many you bought.
It's triple digits.
I had a deal with the wedding, so I was limited.
That'll get you.
See, we had this discussion earlier, Philip. You just go to the courthouse and you sign the piece of paper. It's like $50.
Did you not read my comment?
No. She wanted the white gown.
She got it.
She got it.
I'd be like, can I wear yoga pants and the tank top?
But the honeymoon was awesome, though.
Oh, I still want a honeymoon. I want to go to like Ham or like CRB or Tinley for the honeymoon.
Well, you see, I got to go to Reach Out Reptile, which is a closed facility. I got to go to Nerd, and then I got to drive from Nerd all the way to Arlington, Texas. Don't advise doing it.
Yeah.
That's a solid drive.
29 hours straight.
I want to go to Nerd once like borders are opened up. Because I have a feeling if I show up at Nerd and I'm like, do you guys mind if I like take my own footage? I just have a YouTube channel. They'd be like, did you say YouTube channel? Sure. Do you want like just start pulling stuff out?
Just tell them Brian sent you.
Or just tell them you're friends with me. You'll be okay.
I'll tell them. I don't know. I apparently talked to Donnie the other day, so.
I talked to Donnie a lot.
I don't know. It was when Brian and Dave and Bradley were there. I told them to harass them for me because I was going through withdrawals harassing Brian.
Yeah, no, I've got a really funny picture of Jeremy. I caught him off guard. He was going through bins, and I just said, hey, Jeremy, and just snap a quick picture. And he priceless.
Just a quick reminder, anybody, there is a StreamYard link pinned. If you have any questions for our guest of honor here, Jarome with No Limit Royals, please click on the link. You can come on the screen. We can see your beautiful face, and you can ask a question. It's fun. Isn't it, Philip?
It is.
My show's lots of fun.
It's a lot easier than just typing everything out.
Mm-hmm. That's also why I offer this, because I hate typing questions and then having them skipped. I'm also bad at seeing all the questions and skipping.
We know.
Okay, listen, I try. I try my hardest. I'm not a professional like, Brian Cusco. Wait, he barely sees any of the messages that come by.
I was going to say, he doesn't even acknowledge these messages.
Did you guys see my episode on there? Where I just start taking control of the show and reading the chat. I was like, wait, I'm not on my show. I'm sorry. Oh my God, it was so bad. He's just laughing at me and I'm like, so so-and-so has a question in the chat. And he's just like, Kathleen, that's a super chat. We have to do the super chat thing first. I'm like, I'm sorry. I'm not used to it. I'm not monetized.
One
day. Who was it? Antoine. Like a week or two ago, he's like, where's the super chats? I want a super chat. And I'm like, we're not monetized over here, but I'll send you my PayPal after the show.
That was Deron.
No, that was Antoine.
Antoine did it too, because I know Deron's been doing it.
Yeah, he's been bugging me about it. There have been a few people who have been like, can we send you money? And I'm like, no. Why?
Sure, here's my PayPal. Why not?
I'd have to do PayPal.
No, all right. So here's the thing. Set up Cash App, Venmo, and PayPal.
I don't need people's money.
You can upgrade your podcast equipment, and then John will notice a month later.
I just upgraded my podcast equipment.
Oh, it's going to keep going, I promise.
You're going to have your own little booth pretty soon.
I've got a rolling table.
You're going to have
green
that
screen in the back.
You're going to have that $200 mic soon.
No, I like my little mic. I think it works great for $35.
I've got
Okay,
a $350 headset that I could use. I just haven't used it for this.
$1.25 at the dollar store. And it plugs into the mic. And then I got a ring light that I got for $13.
Screw you. I paid way more than that.
To be fair, it was regular $79.99, and it was like a lightning deal. And then I had a for whatever, and then I had a $50 or 50% off coupon for Amazon. Thanks, honey, for your extension. Not sponsored, but yeah. And I put that in, and it was like, this order comes to $13.86, and I'm like, woohoo. Lily, Kathleen, you're my kind of girl. Okay, so I used to be the crazy lady who would go to the grocery store at 2:00 in the morning with a binder full of coupons in hockey card sleeves.
So you're the one not to stand behind in line.
That's why I went at 2:00 in the morning, because nobody was there. And that's also when they put in fresh stock. But
Yeah.
couponing in Canada is a lot different than in the States. So can somebody, a snake breeder, give me coupons? That's why people were trying to send you money. Take the hint about the mic. You're just kidding. I thought my mic was lovely. Man, I don't even know who this Underworld Exotics is, but they're coming at me hard.
It's a Brian Cusco plant.
Wait, who is it? I'm confused. Do I know them actually?
I don't know.
I don't. I'm confused. They're coming at me hard. And I don't know them yet, so I can't roast them. I mean, it's hard to roast somebody you don't know.
You gotta start searching their Instagram real quick.
I didn't even think of that. Okay. Let's see this person under. I have to type now. Underground. You guys, nobody knows who they are, because you could tell me. Are you gonna make me do the work? You guys are gonna make me do the work, right?
I've seen their name before, but I do not know.
Oh my god, Underground. Oh, Underworld. Oh my god, I'm tired. I'm only kidding, only on IG at the moment. Okay, well, I'm finding you. And I'm going to follow you. And I'm going to stalk you and start roasting you, because that is my way of doing things.
Just random comments on every picture now.
Who are you? I'm a horrible person. Why do you guys like me? Wait, you don't. Oh, I found them. Underworld Exotics Limited. Reptile hobbyist, ball python specialist. Captive born and bred pythons and boas. Working on hatching living art for my collection. Message for more info. morphmarket.com/stores/JohnnyB76.
Manchester, New Jersey.
Oh, you ain't far from me, boy. I know people in that area. I'll go find you. Just kidding. Oh, he's got some cool poop. Look at that. When you tell people you have more than one snake.
Jersey with snakes.
Oh man, he's gonna have an accent. Oh, does he have a Jersey accent? See, this is what happens on my show. You don't know. Who do we have in common for friends? Okay, we're just stalking them, guys. This is live stalking. Ooh, man, he's got some cool stuff, though. Legit. Oh, man. Oh, but you post photos and you don't say what it is, and that annoys me.
Critiquing, huh?
Yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, if I follow you on Instagram, please make sure when you post a photo of your snake to please put in what morphs are in it. Because it annoys me.
I'm just gonna stop. I'm just gonna put pictures and then put, look, Kathleen.
Oh, shut up. Nice Saturday session to truly start the weekend. Keep at it, MJ Exotic's cocktail. Were you on MJ Exotic? Like, were you on Trap Talks? I want to know. Sorry, guys. This is what to track. Oh, he's got 1,930 followers. So go give him a follow, guys. Let's see if we can get him to 2K. Oh, Phil, if you follow him.
I just started following him. Heard he looked at all this stuff.
Oh, this is entertainment at its
I was
finest.
ahead of you already.
Oh, maybe I should like mysteriously have this guy on an episode.
Do
Maybe find out
it.
who he is.
Do it.
The mysterious underworld exotic.
Hey, don't you have an opening spot? You could have him in.
Yeah. No, just woke up to the podcast Monday. Hey, Callie. Callie is in here with K-pop pythons. Well, I do have a spot, but it's a round table spot.
Okay, get a bunch of us in.
Yeah, I'm gonna look through my list tomorrow when I'm better. So any last minute questions for Jarome? I mean, Philip's here too, so you can ask Philip some questions.
So ask either one of us.
Yeah. This is what happens usually. I invite people to come ask questions, and then we end up just having like a mini round table at the end. It's always fun. Big goals for 2021, boys. Anything?
Hatch a clutch.
Nice.
Jerome's like hatch 70.
Mine's 50. Yeah, I want to hit 50 this year.
Goals for 2021 that my clown did not sire any freaking animals in that pastel.
You now have a pastel head clown coming.
Oh my god.
It's not a bad thing though.
No,
It's not
but
like,
I mean, it was paired to a Mojave asphalt.
I understand, but it's not a bad thing either.
I hate pastel clowns.
Who knows if they're going to be all pastel?
Well, yeah, they're going to be all normal. That does mean nothing either.
They're 100% head clown though.
I'd honestly probably just sell them like wholesale. If you could pair, Lillian, if you could pair a pewter female with anything, what would you pair with her with? Pewter is pastel. I'm blanking. What?
Cinnamon pastel.
Cinnamon pastel. That's what I thought. Cinnamon pastel. So
I would make double heads, to be honest.
I was gonna say.
I mean, what you got, Lily? That would be a good question. What do you got?
Or banana, that'd be my go-to.
I've got another banana coming. It's John's. It's a female banana fire, and then I have a super fire coming. That you know how super fire has like the dark yellow orangey pattern on it, like the splotches, right? This thing has highlighter yellow. And there's a chance there could be banana or OD or pastel or asphalt. If it's a freaking banana super fire, I'm going to scream.
Yeah, Lily, just go ahead and pair it to the Coral Glow male.
Moose, what's your question? I mean, there's the link, Moose, if you want to click the link and come ask the question live. Come ask the cowboy question live. The link is pinned. in the chat. A special female and a pastel female, a Corglow male is what she's got, and about to get a single gene blackhead. I mean, if that male is, if the blackhead is male, I would put blackhead to everything. Oh, and you popped your first snake. Congrats. I still don't. Oh, look at that little sniffers. Oh, it's so cute. It's just a little boobers. Yes, I baby talk snakes, and I'm not ashamed of it. Oh, it's so cute. They don't get big at all.
No.
That's pretty much full grown, isn't it?
No, she's still a baby.
They won't get that much bigger though.
About another foot, a little bit thicker.
Yeah, not much bigger though.
Nah, just a little striped house snake.
Moose words, moose. Cowboy comes into town on Friday, stays 3 days, leaves on Friday. How does he do it? His horse is named Friday. You think I'm that stupid? Man. Underworld Exotics, like, I need to know where you came from. I just want to give him her time. It's fun. Also looking to getting a black Mexican king snake. A Mexican black king snake? Your husband wants to kill you. Moose, damn it. Oh my goodness. I'm not a fan of king snakes. I call them nom nom snakes, so I'm hoping to get into bull snakes though. Some bull snakes. Maybe some blackhead pythons. I got a lead today on someone in Canada who has exanthic blackhead pythons. That could be fun. So instead of it being like yellow and brown, it's black and white.
Straight black and white.
Yeah. Do you know how pleasing that is to my brain?
Do blackhead lavender. Because all that dark will be purple.
No. Black-headed pythons.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
All right. Well, it's been real. I am definitely.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
bye,
thanks
everybody.
for popping in, Philip.
Later. Thanks for popping in.
Later.
Yeah, so let's do some. I like to close it with the person anyways. Haha, cut the cord on cable so YouTube has been just creeping in the background. Okay, that's cool. I like creepers. Black-headed pythons are gorgeous, yes, and I want exanthic. I want exanthic one because they're pleasing to my OCD brain. Any closing remarks? Because it is 2:18 and I need to go to bed. It's after midnight. Why should they follow you, Jarome?
Why should they follow me?
And don't say no. Like, actually, like, promote yourself, dude.
No, I would just say to just to see the adventure. I'm just like pretty much everyone else, just starting out. I don't know it all. I'm making mistakes. I'm learning. I'm watching the same shows as everyone else and trying to learn like everyone else. So just to see what my warped mind wants to make and wants to produce.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's may not be what everybody else wants, but it's what I like to see. So, you know, like the Bongo Pastel to the Mocha Arroyo, who knows what it's gonna make? You know, I've not seen one, but in my mind, I thought, hey, that'd be cool to do. So,
I'm sorry, Moose. I'm gonna have to disagree with that. Mine's the most badass logo on the planet.
thanks, Moose.
Mine has big boobies. Boobies beats snakes. Just saying. So you're just on Instagram now? That's it?
Just on Instagram. I'm working on YouTube. I don't want to be the YouTube guy that goes, here's a snake, here's what it is, blah, 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 monotone. I'm trying to figure out my own niche in the
Yeah.
YouTube world. I don't want to take after, so and so or so and so. I want to kind of get my own feel for it.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm working in my head and trying to figure out. But I need to do that quick because I do want to focus on what I'm producing. And so I definitely want to show that off. And then also I need to get better at IDing the eggs, what's in the eggs.
Yep.
I did a interview with Antoine. It was on his page, his YouTube channel, and I was explaining, when he was asking me, he's like, do you do egg? Could you cut or do you whatever? And I go, no, I cut eggs. I go, I don't know about live cutting because unlike Billy and Austin and them, that as they're snipping it, they're going, oh, that's a ODYB,
Oh, I know. I'm just like,
tin, blah blah blah, and I'm looking at the snake in there for 5 minutes, going,
what is that?
Shit, I know it's Het Clown because it was bred to a visual clown, but I'm trying to figure out the rest, and so I don't want to look like that idiot on camera going, I think this is what it is. So for me, I just have to get comfortable.
Look at Shane. He does that anyways.
But Shane, you gotta love Shane,
Yeah, I love Shane. He's like my big brother. Finding your niche is hard. I'm still trying to find it. So
I mean, doing the lives is great.
Yeah.
So it makes it a little bit different. You can still talk snakes. You can still do that. But it's not just you need 15 minutes of content,
Yeah. So. And I mean, like, I've been editing for a couple weeks now. My daughter's 1 minute video to put up. How the heck am I gonna do like a 10 to 15 minute video like every 2 or 3 times a week when I can't even edit a 1 minute video? Like TikToks. I tried to do a TikTok.
Yeah.
That took me like a day. And it's 15 seconds.
I get you. Luckily, I'm good with that kind of stuff, computers, that sort of thing. So I don't think my first few will probably be hard, a little bit more of a challenge, but I think I'll be able to pick it up and figure it out quickly.
Oh yeah, I want to do all these like shorts and reels, and I can't. Like, no, I have ideas for like funny content with snakes. Like, it's almost like making fun of like different YouTube communities. Like, you see a lot in the beauty community, like my boyfriend picked out my makeup or my boyfriend picked out my hair or whatever. I'm just like, I could do that with the snake.
Yeah.
I think that'd be funny. But like to actually sit there and do it, I don't have that time. And then I don't have the time to sit there and edit it. Like, no.
Yeah, and that was another part of it was, I mean, now that with COVID, like I'm not bartending, I'm not catering a whole lot.
I'm a stay-at-home mom. Like, I don't go anywhere, and I still don't have time. Like, I got
kids take up a lot of time.
The kids, the John, the animals, the rats. Like, it takes. Just because I stay at home doesn't mean I don't work my butt off. Less than your regular.
Sitting on the couch watching soap operas.
Yeah. I don't turn the TV on. Like, we don't have cable. But I mean, like, even doing this twice a week, believe it or not, is exhausting. Like, it's a lot of work. Because people don't think, like, that thumbnail I made took me like a good hour and a half.
Uh-huh.
From the time you sent me the photos, I edited it, changed it up, put everything all together. Like, it takes time. Yeah. And then to start the stream. So, like, because who was it? Oh, Jarome with Visual Variant was like, you know what you should do, Kathleen? He's like, your videos are great and they're long, but they're long to watch afterwards, which I get. And it was such a great idea. He's like, you should go through and edit it and just have like highlights for the next day. So someone doesn't have
the
to.
next day. You mean the next month?
Yeah. And I'm like, that's a fabulous idea. However, I don't want to sit for 2.5 hours watching my show because I'm annoying and then go through and edit it. Like, no, I do this. I don't watch them back.
No. Yeah.
I wonder if she likes Mikey Jerome, huh?
It's a guy we know. He's on. We met him. He's a bartender in Southern California, but he's on soap operas. So he was being sarcastic.
Oh, I was gonna say I don't know what it's like. I haven't watched soap operas since like I was in like elementary school, staying home sick at my grandmother's house. Like,
yeah, I think he was just on a general hospital or something like that, but he was just being a smartass.
Oh, no, I do not. Okay, yeah, smartassery. Make postmarks as you go. Simple. I don't know. I don't have that attention span, Moose. How about you make the postmarks for me and then you can edit it.
I mean, if somebody wants it done that bad, they could do it for you. Send it to you.
Yeah, you can be part of
it.
Team Oddball. Like,
There
let's
you
go. You get paid nothing.
You get to come on the show whenever you want, but you get paid nothing.
You can't even come on the show whenever you want.
Get your own logo down here below balls right there.
Like, no, not even. Not even. You might get a shout out in the description that I can just copy and paste. Editing done
that
by.
Nobody ever looks at because they're like, oh, the link's in the description, and nobody ever goes to the description to look at it.
By the way, Jerome's links are in the description. I just started this new thing where I got told and yelled at to start adding my links in the description.
You definitely should.
How about one easy payment of 0.95? That's all I can afford.
Is that pesos, Moose?
Oh my god. Moose, we're ending the show. If you're gonna be this is what I tell them every time. If you're gonna be the peanut gallery, then just get on the damn screen. Like, but we're ending things. Yeah, no, I can't wait to see what you produce this year. I can't wait to see you do YouTube. That's what I'm excited for too. Will Aaron be partaking in the YouTube?
He'll be.
Or is he going to be the cameraman?
He'll be the man behind the camera. I'll make him get on.
Well, there is a thing called a tripod.
Is there?
Yeah.
I thought that was a Canadian thing.
No.
We don't have those here.
Yeah, you do. I've seen them on Amazon.com.
Canada.
No.
Oh, Moose.
I am beloved.
Is that why you were on Feely's show not that long ago? To get viewers back?
Was he on Feely's? Because that would be funny.
No, I don't know, but that'd be hilarious if he was.
Oh my god. No,
Yeah, no, Aaron will be the man behind the camera. I'm sure it'll be kind of like other ones where he'll communicate, we'll browse each other back and forth.
Could you do like cooking with Jarome?
I could. But I don't know if anybody wants to see me cook snakes.
No, but you could like show off a chocolate snake and then make something out of chocolate.
That could be interesting because Aaron's a cook too.
Yeah. You could theme the dish basing off of thing.
But how do you make a bongo pastel pork chop?
Oh, no. That sounds like a pasta.
Bongo pastel pasta.
See what I did there?
There you go.
And because it's crazy, you could use like rotini noodles.
The bow ties.
Coming to YouTube near you. No limit cooking.
No, there would be no limits.
Oh my goodness. So yeah, we're at 2:30 even. 2.5 hours. I'm gonna close it. My phone's also at 6%.
Sounds good.
Oh, if you guys aren't following Jerome, go give him a follow. All he has is again IG right now because he's slacking. Check him out. I mean, if you want to follow me, that'd be great. I'm hoping to hit 1K this year.
Hit what?
I'm hoping to hit 1K followers on Instagram and YouTube this year.
Oh, you'll be there easy.
We're sitting at like 190 something on YouTube, Instagram. I'm sitting at, let me look, 839.
Oh, see, the 1,000 on IG is easy.
Yeah, it's since I hit like 700, it's kind of been slow. What would help is if I actually posted stuff.
That would help. Tags, some hashtags on there. I have a set of hashtags I put on all my pictures. I have them saved on my phone. So when I post a picture and I put whatever I type, I just go to my notes. That would be easy. I go to my notes, copy it, and then paste it on there.
God and then damn it.
So if it's something like this, that's a bongo inchy cinnapin.
Yeah.
Like I would go on and then I would add like hashtag bongo ball python, hashtag cine ball python. I put whatever the morph is, I add that to the hashtags. But my base set of hashtags are copied off my notes.
Huh. Yeah, I have to remember to take pictures. Like I never remember. Like seriously. Like I'm just so busy like cleaning and stuff that it does like I don't click to take the 2 seconds like while John's usually holding the bin while I like holding the snake while I clean the bin. It just doesn't, I don't take the 2 seconds to be like, that's a cute picture. No. I mean, I take pictures of my Cuban false chameleons, but most of you guys don't want to see those. So.
Hey, a reptile's a reptile. I don't mind.
I had them out on my last live, which was a rarity because they never want to come out and my males won't want to come out. But anyways, stop getting sidetracked. He's going to be on YouTube soon. Launching March 1st.
You hear that, Aaron? We got to get on it.
I'm calling it. Like February 28th, I'm going to be like, you guys better have your video edited. Let's go.
We're starting it on February 31st.
That's not a date. You're starting at March 1st. Dumbasses. Jesus Christ. Go give him a follow, guys. Hit that like button. If don't even hit it for me, hit it for Jerome. Like, he's an awesome dude. This is his first episode, like anytime doing a real live with your face in it.
True story.
Yeah. So, yeah. Thank you guys for coming to hang out tonight.
Yep, thank everyone for being here.
Yeah, I appreciate all the love and support. Before we go, I will check my book. This is my book. If you guys haven't seen yet, check out the stickers. Aren't they sweet? The hollow stickers.
I gotta send you mine.
Yeah, I have. I just ordered magnets today, so I'm waiting till I have everything in before I start. See, yeah. Mine's also super shiny because the ring light's right there, but I mean, that is sweet. Is that not sweet? I gotta go.